Big old boy. Why don't you just get something that's more manageable, like a shark bait-sized creature? Just put shark bait on the table. Say she's a card and hope she doesn't mess up the game by throwing cards everywhere.
Well,
Look, I tried.
the upside is
Oh,
she might steal the deck from someone.
yeah, look, I tried that. Sharkbait has actually gone out of her way to get up, knock the deck over, look at me while she does it, and then like stomp on the cards that are on the field.
Oh my god! Why is she
Because
stompy? Why is she doing the steppy?
well, I guess they're weird. They smell funny.
I hope she makes that face. That's actually her licking her chops, but I always think that's her being disgusted at the smell of those cards. Last time, this band of absolute doofuses and dorcases allied themselves with a bunch of hags, beat up a big guy by making him drop from the sky, and
And
then
it
they found,
totally was MVP.
and then you found out something that's a little less pleasant. That might underline some of the weaknesses of this party composition.
Weakness is us. What?
I would like to point out that these weaknesses are only going to become more exacerbated as time goes on. But that's not relevant right now. Right now, you have to deal with the fact that these hags seem ecstatic about the fact that they're still alive, for one, and they beat this guy up for seconds.
That's I think it's pretty good.
You ransack the
All,
place.
all we
What
gotta do is
next?
we gotta find
The
the
captive.
yeah our
Oh,
old Faye's
yes.
best friend.
Uh, well, they'll do you a favor, since, they got what they wanted. They'll just point you down south.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Hope you enjoy your new abode or your old abode, I guess.
Your new old abode.
They're going to assert their dominance now. Thank you.
We are going to now assert the dominance. Thank you.
Whoever's not dead after the rumble in the kitchen is gonna be dead.
Well, thankfully, it's not our problem.
Shall we go down?
I'm gonna go with you. Yeah, let's go.
Onward.
Oh, this was a vision, mate. Ignore him.
Oh, yeah.
My vision light.
Torvus walks past the lamp person. Yeah, y'all see that, right?
Yeah, I'm ignoring it.
Jesus, if you're gonna be like that.
Huh?
Apparently, I can't just move things to the lighting layer without that stupid modification.
That's really weird.
Very weird.
Nah, I like Lampy Big Lamp.
Gonna wait at the steps for our party.
You make your way downtown, as it were.
Yeah.
I think these stairs go up. Yeah, they go up. Everything here goes up. It's a very weirdly designed mountain range where it all goes up. You find yourself to an abandoned shrine. A hole in the center is filled to the brim with all kinds of unpleasantries. And then, this guy used to be alive. He was probably undead, judging by the fact that he's half rotten, but, you know, looks like he fell over a moment ago.
Oh, that was probably the white that died when a jerk man fell. And got
I mean, he
killed.
was a necromancer. Maybe. He was a wizard. Probably cast spells
Right.
like that. There's also the hags. Maybe they cast some spells like that themselves, too.
Shove him into the hole.
Weren't you
Just to make
supposed
sure.
to?
Yeah.
Weren't you supposed to bring him back to the lady in the forest?
Oh, this is the guy.
You idiots!
Oh, the lady's not gonna be happy, but alright, let's kind of put him on our back then.
Also, I just went and marked our treasure from the last one so we could find it quickly.
By the way, he has some glowy magical gear with him, in case you
Huh?
feel like looting a random guy on the ground. I mean, his bow is like crusted in ice.
Kind of cool.
I guess we could loot him.
So he so.
Yeah, I'm not forcing you to. I'm just saying that he has stuff on him that you might want to take with you, or take to her, It's up to you, really.
We should at least take it with us. That would make sense.
Alright, who wants to carry the dead person down the mountain?
I mean, he's
Can
very
we just put it
slippery.
on the back of your
He
wolf?
is caked in ice.
He doesn't have his wolf.
You can put it on the
Oh,
back of
fuck.
me. I'm a dinosaur.
This is true. He is a dinosaur.
Alright,
And he's caked
I
in
kind of
ice.
forgot about the dinosaur part.
firmly grasp the lich in your with the white in your hand.
I'm an Allosaurus. I got tiny little hands.
Alright,
Yeah,
check that on your back.
you have to strap that on him.
We got ropes.
Yeah, if only had something that could like secure something to someone.
Grappling hook. And rope attached to it.
Always grappling hook with you.
Yes.
Has chains.
It'll work one day. Yes, but Claire, your chains
Yeah.
have sharp pointy bits.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, it's dead. It's not gonna mind.
Yeah, but Noto might.
I'm not dead.
Also, gay.
No, Claire.
Yeah, very much alive, yes. It turns out, but yeah. Also, I looked at both of you. Yeah, so this is the guy we're looking for. I was hoping that he'd be alive.
See,
Well-
I don't understand magic. We'll see what she thinks. Maybe
She's a
just
goat.
having the body back will help.
She's
Yeah.
a ghost. He's a dead guy. It seems like a match made in heaven.
Maybe they could.
Wait, you're magic man. Is heaven real?
There's several different planes.
There's all
I look at
kinds
the
of places
dinosaur.
you can go.
Can you make him not dead?
Can I make him not dead? Probably.
Look, we'll
Actually,
figure that out when we
no.
get there.
Right.
Probably
Let's
not,
just go.
actually.
Out the mountain.
Also, can someone stick a healing wand at me real quick? Just because
We'll
I'm
heal.
not, like,
We leveled up. You heal.
oh,
Dingus.
sure. Yeah, I got the dingus energy.
Can someone get the clonk sound effect right on top of her? What's what is that angry cat? Why is he so cute? Little ball of fluff.
Safi got your back.
Because he angry.
Hell yeah. Claire's being clonked. Marvelous.
I'm sorry. Clonk.
The hag's been busy for a while, and as a result, most ogres seem very preoccupied with going places, over bothering you in any way, shape, or form. Ain't that just
Fine by
the
me.
bee's knees?
It is.
I was just thinking they were going to eat them.
The weather seems to have
I
toned down a
wasn't
bit.
sure.
Presum-
That's good. That makes getting home easier.
yes.
Well, meaning
It also
where
makes
we
it less
came from.
likely for Turtleback Ferry to get flooded.
that's also good.
It's technically the thing you were hired to do. Oh well.
They hired us for like 5 things.
Well, to be fair, a lot of things have been happening here in rapid succession.
Yeah, Turtleback Fair is having a day basically.
It's been a busy last few days. Anyways, oh hey, let's go. Come, Torvis, Talon says, smiling brightly at her. Let's go back and see what the ghost person says.
I don't like how cheery you made it sound.
I want my wolf back.
Talon is also unaware of your affliction.
Handsome. I really should just get up and get my dice, but they don't roll good when I'm sitting on my bed. Ugh. Stupid
Yeah,
morning
this
games.
helps.
Well, you scoot your way back down to the shoreline along Lake Cole. What a beautiful lake. What a beautiful place.
It is a nice lake, and we saved it.
It's sparkly shore lapsody, as they would say. Following this, you make your way down Willow River. Not too much happens along the way. At some point, however, a wolf comes up to you. It's that guy's wolf. It's bothered to find you.
Wait,
Since
Noto's wolf?
yes, it's been released.
I'm going to not be a dinosaur anymore, and then I'm just going to ride my wolf.
You stopped being a dinosaur a while ago. This is like a day later.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'll carry the guy on my back then.
No, you won't. I have my disc of the disc. I
Alright.
can make a
Just
floating
the disc.
energy disc once a day.
By the way, Safi, speaking of that, it's been a day thing. How much wisdom, temporary wisdom damage do I have?
You
still?
lose 1 damage per day.
All right, so I should be at 1 now, I think.
Don't forget that Bella has a drain. Although I think
do?
someone patched it up for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bella paid the cleric, I think.
Well, that cleric just did a little boopy boppy boop.
Claire, why you big dummy?
Because I'm Claire. I'm sorry. Sharkbait's the big thinker in this house.
She's got the brain. Sharkbit's got the brain.
She stole it.
Sharkbit's got the brain. Sharkbait zone.
So we have the Spooky Town Forest.
The Spooky Town Forest seems to be recovering from its current state. A lot of the hanging, drooping trees, clawing branches, the aggressive shrubbery seems to be toning it down. The smell, too, seems to be dissipating. It is not the nymph that you see, but it is her voice that is carried among the trees. A whisper of gratitude. And then, since you have dark times ahead, she can sense the ripples of fate going in terrible places. She will bestow unto one of you a blessing of the mind, an inspiration to shield you from future danger. Here we go. In addition, as she fades away, oh, you also get some XP points for beating her up. Let me see if I can find. Okay, I can't.
Doing great, Ezra.
No, don't worry. This is to make up for all the shit she cost you.
Yeah.
I
Ezra,
was
you
just remembering Ezra fighting her.
as she fades away, she picks one PC and gives that person lasting inspiration. This functions the same as the normal inspiration, save that it lasts for as long as you live, even if you die and are brought back to life. Not only does it bolster their will save, craft checks, performance checks, and bardic inspiration, it might come in later if you run into any nymphs that she might be related to.
Oh. So who gets that?
Bella does, because her will save is
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
she pats and says, "Oh, pitiable creature."
Here we go.
Oh, cowardly child.
For the rest of your life, baby T Bella, you gain a +4 inside bonus to will saving throws, craft checks, perform checks, and if you were a bard, you would have gotten some extra bardic inspiration, bardic performance rounds. But you know,
See, I knew it should have been a bard.
if you
Oh.
bard, you would have probably gotten preferential treatment.
+4 to will, performance.
I also need to give you the points for the guy
Craft.
since you technically resolved it. Okay, she did 9-6. All right, Mr. Icy Claws. He's got some really nice art. Let me just show you what it looks like. He does have that icy sheen to him. Is there art? Player art handout? There's no art? Really?
Huh.
Like, I mean, you got cool pictures like this, but I'm looking for specifically this. Ooh, here's that pit fiend stuck in a hole. Black Mamba coming in for a slappy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there was a handout for Fort Rannoch. I really need to look through this more often.
I think it actually showed us that.
Well, I don't remember the Rannoch, but I definitely remember the Black Mega attack.
Black Maga. I saw that one. I remember that one too. Which we skipped because Bella made them all fall off.
Man, does that pit fiend have like horn nipples?
Here we go. Here's his
Oh,
handout.
that's who I made a deal with. Wow.
Yeah, he made a deal with like.
Wait,
Oh, is that
who's
the
that
guy?
guy?
That's the white.
That's
that-
who we just. That's what we just got.
That's the icy guy you. I mean, he was an
Holy
icy
shit!
white.
Thank God we didn't have him fight us. He looks way too cool.
He's pretty dangerous, yes.
His sword looks like it would break easily.
Did she take
Yeah,
the
but
bow?
he's magic.
It's not a sword you gotta be worried about. It's that big old set of claws that drain your life, being all white and all.
Also, did the nymph lady take the sword? The bow, or are we keeping that?
I mean, she wasn't even there. You just heard her voice on the wind.
Oh, okay.
She was
It
already
must have been
fading
just that we.
as you had accomplished your goal.
It's probably just because we, got him away from the necromancer.
Can we just leave this corpse here somewhere and go?
Yeah, let's just leave it in her forest and she'll find it.
Oh yeah, I should probably make a little subfolder where I can put the NPCs that have left the party. on a permanent basis.
Yeah, it's the dead one.
No, I'm talking about
Fine.
the Kill Steel Man and his buddies.
Kill Steel Man.
Goddamn kill steel man.
Dude, this pit fiend legit has horn nipples and it's very distracting.
They're not
Where
on
you-
his nipples, Claire. You gosh darn pervert.
It is Claire, to be fair.
Anyway, I'm gonna make a little buff for Bella,
The hell?
so that
Dumb
Bella
dog.
always gets her +4.
Oh, I already put those in like my list, so I'll delete those after you're done.
And +4 to perform. I don't know if this works, but we'll see, won't we?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, it works. Bella's perform is now 11, and her craft is 10, and her
Oh, I
will
gotta
save
delete.
is a sexy 7. There.
Nice.
Now Bella is not can take that wisdom damage, baby. Can take like 8 of it before you're back to your old self. Oh yeah, I was looking up this guy's XP. Okay, so that's 2 times that. And then we do 2, and there you go. Marvelous.
So we
Well-
got a cool ice. Oh,
Yeah, you got a cool ice bow. Let me tell you what specifically it is. It is an icy burst, +1 icy burst composite longbow. It's a good shooty bang bang one.
I
Yeah.
can use that.
yeah, that sounds like a thing that the Bardic Performance Bella has
Hmm.
now.
Every arrow you
Or-
knock on this
Claire,
icy
can't
crusted
you,
bow, the tool becomes icy crusted.
Claire, can't you use bows?
I mean, I can, but since I when my
Wouldn't it
attacks
maybe
work,
be good to have an actual ranged weapon on
I have
more than one
I have
of
ranged
us?
weapons. I have ranged weapons.
It's got a net.
I got a net.
That doesn't count.
I got bolas.
I don't. Have you seen this net?
Yeah, Noto brings up a good point. Have you seen this?
Claire, I'm
net?
just saying though, an actual bow instead of just throwing all of our bows only at Bella.
Well, okay, I'll do it like this. 'cause
Now,
I think
Claire-
Weren't you
Bella would
talking-
be.
Bella, Claire, didn't you bitch about not having a bow like
No.
a while ago?
Now I don't want to tell you what to do with your lives, kids. But didn't you recently find a note about a dragon?
Yeah.
Please did.
So what do you expect to do when a dragon shows up?
Probably
Claire.
die.
Good point.
You know what? I can take the bow. I'm proficient with bows.
Let's see. Now you want the bow. What?
How about you spend some of your assets to acquire more items than just the ones you find on the ground?
Well, we haven't really had the chance lately.
Well, now you have at least 2 weeks if you're going to go to Sandpoint. If not, well, I guess I can
You
throw
could
Book
just say
4
fuck
aside.
Sandpoint.
Also, how far is Sandpoint to her
Just
factory?
said 2 weeks if you go by boat.
Oh. I mean, like distance wise.
Distance-wise, like 250 to 300 miles.
Ah,
I want to know the exact mileage.
Why?
DM.
Why do you need to know this?
I actually thought for some reason that it was closer because I can clear like 7 miles in 9 minutes.
Well, we took a boat to get here. If it was only 7 miles, you would have walked.
Oh, we'll definitely want to equip ourselves with some dragon stuff. I mean, I'll take Bella's. I can take Bella's bow and Bella because I think I'm not sure who would
Bella's more
benefit off.
likely to use the bow.
Do you have
Yeah,
a strength
so-
of +4?
Yes.
Oh, then you could.
She's a fighter.
Yeah, because Bella's more likely to use the bow, so she should have the icy bow. I'll just take Bella's.
Composite longbow, +4 strength.
Cool.
It's not +4 damage. It's well, I think it's add that. Add it. I don't remember. Oh wait, no, it's just the capability of using it.
So we should have gotten some money from the town that they offered us.
They promised you 2,000, yes.
Surprised to still have that after all the shit they've been through.
Well, to be
Well, they
fair, now
probably
they can
said it's
repair.
fine.
The ogres aren't
Yeah,
going to be
figured
as
that's
much
what
of a
money would
problem, probably, since the ogres have to recover and probably don't really want to bother with a town that has people like you walking around.
Now they have these new hag problem though, and it's really getting out of hand.
And the stuff that we got from the last one was we got
Oh, got added.
The silver crown worth 1,300 that Claire wrote down. We got the stuff from the black arrows. Don't know if we did anything with that.
Well, we took them, obviously. Oh yeah, real quick, when we were walking out of that cave, what about that necklace that was on the dragon statue? Was that?
Oh yeah, we didn't go for it.
I mean,
I
you could.
forgot
yeah.
about it.
I'll let you backtrack on that since you just remembered about it. You're not. Oh, this is the homestead. This one can go away. Here we go. There wasn't a dragon statue. There was a tunnel made of dragon ribs. But
Yeah,
there
it
was
was
Oh.
a big old statue man. Yes.
I
There's
misheard.
a big mummy man.
So that big old necklace. So what is that? Because I didn't want to touch it because like before we defeated this guy because I didn't want this thing to like come to life and try to crush us.
Well, so you're gonna remove it? You're gonna take that risk?
And the dinosaur can take it with his teeth.
Yeah, maybe Magic Man can look at the magic on this thing, see if it's gonna melt my insides if I touch it.
I checked the magic on the way inside.
Oh,
Yes.
It was just
Just a big ass thing that like Noda could probably only carry as a dinosaur.
Yes, we established that. It was made for a gargantuan creature, I think.
Yeah, so there's no point us going for it.
Well, it's still a very big amulet. It would still sell to a collector.
Yeah, but we'd have to
How-
get it there.
or
Oh.
I could wear it as a giant Flava Flav clock is when I'm being
Yeah,
trapped
until you
or-
stop being a giant.
what if he turned into a dragon? So we have a dragon to fight a dragon.
can do that eventually.
There you go.
Like I even showed you the sheet of what this thing is.
You did?
We didn't see that sheet.
Yeah, we didn't see that.
All right, let me sense
do
magic
remember it
on
being
it
a bit
again
cold.
just to
Make sure it doesn't melt this.
see if I can tell what it is.
Also, I just wrote down all the stuff that we
Yeah, I
got
just
from
showed you what it is. You know what it is.
Well, let's yank this thing down. And we can sell it and
Well,
basically fund our dragon hunt adventure.
Can anybody
Claire, we just got
sense,
a bitch load of money.
Can anybody sense traps?
I mean,
Anyone can sense traps if they try hard enough.
I have survival.
That's not used for finding traps. That's used for setting traps, if anything.
Dungeoneering knowledge.
I
If you
have
consider
that.
that perception is maybe the skill used to perceive traps.
I also have that. So I will. But. I will not see.
There are
anything.
no
Fail it.
traps.
Take it.
Talon's actually advocating we don't take it just because it's big. We have a dead body we're carrying. And we're going down a mountain.
Yeah, and at this point, yeah, in character, yeah, time is of the essence. I get you. Okay, yeah, we leave the spooky amulet,
Fine.
or I'll say we leave the spooky amulet. I'm not sure about anyone else.
Oops, I didn't even. Oh, I could have done that. I was not meaning that.
You would have had double 20s. Jesus.
Yeah, apparently.
Good waste of good rolls. Anyway, kids. I don't know why
So
the
what's an
Verizian map
amulet?
is not included with all this stuff. And I hate it. Because the
So
Verizian
what's
map's pretty
Amulet
good.
of Tears?
Savvy posted that. Is one of the items we picked up.
Yeah, but what's it to do?
What does what do?
Amulet of Tears.
The Amulet of Tears.
I was writing down all the stuff we got, plus the total amount of money it was worth.
I found the paid thingy for it. 1 second. There it is. In the D&D channel.
Oh yeah.
This is what
that's
Noda
what it is,
rolled.
yeah.
Yeah, he rolled that.
It's a little shield you can give yourself in case you're worried that someone's about to crash you into the ground. You know, like
Maybe
a
give
giant
that
with a big
to-
mallet.
We can give that to Bella, or we can give that to the old lady. because they seem to
Torvis.
Torvis because they seem to keep getting their asses kicked.
I'd be down.
To be fair, whenever the cat gets their ass kicked, it's usually just fucking straight into the ground.
Yeah, it seems like I either get my ass kicked or I don't get hurt.
It's a nice set of extremes, ain't it? All right, kids.
Yeah, Bella can have the.
How about you hit the road, Jack?
Yeah.
Unless you want to hang out on
Well,
Turtleback
hit the
Ferry.
boat.
We want to get those funds, go back to where we need to go, and invest
Hopefully
in
get some
dragon.
gear on the way.
Yeah, invest in some dragon slaying.
Well, our choices will be limited since we're going to a place that is where the dragon's going.
I mean, you're free to ignore this attack if you want to.
That does not seem like a
You
good
know, the
idea.
town where you
Fighting a
made your name
dragon?
and fame.
Talon ignoring a fight with a dragon? That's too amazing.
You're gonna have to because I don't think you have any way to attack a dragon right now.
We'll find a way.
Probably. And so begins the great heroic journey of how are you gonna go there? Are you gonna go by land or are you gonna go by horse or what?
The boat.
Boat. Everyone agree?
Yep.
Sure.
By boat you
Wait,
go.
shit, we just got on a boat.
Down
Yeah,
the
we did.
Skull River to Lake.
Seriously,
Sriracha.
everything's skulls.
Dude,
Hey,
it's a
like
fucking
Mexico.
giant skull dam. Did you
What-
forget the thousands of skulls and the several massive skulls on it?
I won't ever forget because it's in my nightmares every night.
I,
They
what,
don't
once you
complain
build-
that they call
you
the
build
river
something-
that comes from that fucking thing Skull River.
Yeah.
Baby T. Claire.
Once you build something so opulent, everything around it gets renamed.
All
It
right
has
then.
to.
Your
But
first day
onward.
is nice and uneventful, but on the second day, you arrive at a place called Ilsurian. The boat stops here for a short resupply, and you are all let on shore as a result of that. This gives you a fine time to stock up on some supplies and see if you can make some purchases for some of the stranger items you wish to acquire, if you have items you wish to acquire or liquidate.
I believe we could sell some stuff.
Well, yeah, we got the treasure we can sell into liquid assets.
Yeah.
We don't need the boots of the Winterlands. We haven't gone anywhere. Those would be really useful, I think.
Probably.
I forgot what the Cloak of Elvenkind does. I will look it up.
It's stealth, I think. You know, the thing you've never done.
Hey, I've done it like once or twice.
I've done it.
Got it.
I made you invisible.
He got it.
I made you invisible, and you hung out with some hags.
Cloak of Elvenkind. Here it is. Gives +5 competence to stealth.
I might need to use some of that income to get myself a ring of protection.
Excellent. You can liquidate a total of, well, like 5,000, 7,000 gold here before the village runs out of money effectively. As in, that's a total transaction difference you can have.
So we're going against a dragon. I want some potions of protection from fire.
Who says
know
it's a
some
red dragon?
Talon doesn't even know about the different kinds. He's just assuming it's probably gonna be fire.
Cool.
Maybe it'll be one of the nice dragons.
Well, there are also gold dragons that spit fire, and I think bronze ones? One of the weird
yeah,
composite
but
ones.
the metallic dragons are nice dragons.
Dragons.
Hey. A little bit of money can make anyone burn down a village of innocent people.
Not dragons, though.
Even embodiments of pure good will sway for the
Uh,
power of capital.
But the metal dragons are all very noble.
Well, if that's how I like to think about things. As you go about town to sell your goods, Baby T Bella
Yeah.
and the rest of the gang, since I'm just going to assume that you stick around each other so that no one decides to spend the majority of the party funds on stupid shit.
Yes.
I am there to make sure that they don't.
I am so drunk.
Listen, Torvis. This guy has magic beans, and he assures you that if you manage to grow them to their fullest size, they will sprout fruit that will let you live forever.
What?
You look like in your olden days you could use a little youth in your life. And these fruits can help you. And then one of the party members grabs you and tears you away.
I want to point to
If
them
not
and say that I
Shillelagh,
was
then
not-
Toolkit.
I want to tell them that I was not considering buying freaking magic beans. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
25 years later, the immortal King Gabriel reminds Torvis of their failings in life.
Wow.
Torvus is well aware.
If we sold that to 7,000...
Bella!
liquid,
On your way to
What?
liquidate assets, you come across a merchant who seems to be in a bit of a frenzy.
hello there.
He seems to be selling his goods at a 25% discount
Oh,
and is liquidating his assets at the highest speed he can manage. He's even giving away stuff for free to anyone that looks indisposed.
well, shit. Sounds like a good deal to me. I mean, yeah, just liquidate all the shit
So,
with everyone around.
how about you
of
tell me
course.
what? No. This guy is basically selling everything he has. He is bankrupting his business, as it were.
Hmm.
Is
Can
there
I
anything
ask-
you would like to buy? I can tell you if maybe he has it.
Can I ask why you are getting the fuck out?
No reason. No reason. No reason at all.
I don't think I have to sense motive on this one. Okay.
Yeah, you
Hi,
gotta
I'm a
hunch.
cat. You can trust me to tell me the truth. Cats don't lie.
No one. That's not how that works.
Look, me this cute. Things work how you want.
So a ring of protection at a 25%.
Well, if he has a ring of protection.
Yeah, if he has one.
Well, you have to tell me what kind of ring of protection you want, and I'll tell you if he has it.
+2, maybe?
You see this man frantically rummaging through a box he has, which is filled to the brim with a variety of strange rings. He takes one out, and it has this little circle of paper wrapped around it, and he holds it out to you. 3,000. Take it. Take it.
Oh. Alright, well, here's 300 platinum.
He holds out a big bag where he can just shove the money into.
So it's like,
Do you have anything that stops fire?
I have these very expensive rings, though, that could stop some fire if that's an issue.
How expensive is very expensive.
Well, they're normally. So, fun fact: this is the point where having someone who can craft magic items can be very, very lucrative, because this ring of energy resistance provides 10 points of energy resistance. It stops minor burns, as people would call it, but it costs 12,000, 6,000 if you were to make it. But for him and his special discount price, it's only 9,000.
That'd be pretty much all of our leftover money from the base price.
Yeah, we can't. We don't have 4. Maybe a wand of stone skin or something.
Hey. Did you know? Did you know that you can make potions of energy resistance?
I can make alchemical things too. It's on
Yeah,
my
yeah,
spell-
sure, Buckaroo. We'll write that down.
It's on my sheet.
Let me see. I think there's resist energy you can make. But I think you can also make a potion of the better one, which is protection. Is that a level 3 or lower? Yep. So, let me just put this out there. If you get to another town, this guy doesn't have any of these, but protection from energy is the 3rd level potions that just straight up negate damage, and the resist one just stops it. So,
That's really cool.
thing to consider. But he doesn't have any, unfortunately. And he doesn't seem
Does
too
he
happy
have a-
about that. He wants to get rid of his things.
Oh, that's like. Does he have any potions of flight?
I already sold all of those.
Girls?
Oh, like I said, I sold all of them.
We
Yeah,
don't
green.
need that.
This affluent man looks rather disheveled, as he every time you make a request, just quickly scours a box or a crate or a thing off to the side and tries to get rid of it. As soon as he's done looking and finds nothing.
Sort of looks at Talon. This guy seem a little funny.
Seems trustworthy.
Sir, aside from buying something, is there anything we can do to help you? You seem like you're kind of
No, no, no,
freaking.
no, 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 no. I don't need any help.
I mean, yeah, sure. Is there anyone after you? Is there like maybe some trouble that
Dragon?
well, Dragon might come after one guy.
I don't have any trouble at all. No, 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 no. By the way,
Hmm.
did you know that your resident druid can get protection from energy communal? As a spell, he can slap on his little spell list and slap on everyone. It's very nice.
Oh,
I don't think I can get that yet.
It's a 4th level spell, good sir.
Is it? Okay.
How
That
about
could be useful.
let me see. I think you can also get
It
resist.
also could do a communal cloud walk.
You can also do resist energy communal. That's a 3rd level one. So
so you might definitely want those.
yes, your resident druid can definitely slap you with these potions you wish to purchase. They last 10 minutes a level, so communal lets you split them between people.
So that'd be a minute each.
So unless you think you're going to be fighting this dragon for more than 20 minutes, you could just let your druid do it, or you could let him brew the potions, I guess. Anyway,
Yeah.
if you really want this guy to start coughing up what's going on, you're going to have to schmooze him a little bit.
Schmooze man.
Like you have to talk to him until
Schmooze.
his lips start to get loose, as it were. You're going to have to use the refined skill of gossip, which requires either a bluff or diplomacy check.
Gossip?
Yes, you
That's all
essentially
I
you do
see.
small talk with him as much as possible until you can get him to say things without him realizing that he's saying them.
Yeah, that's all the
Cold
cat
reading
is
time.
made of.
Talon just slides in. So, yeah, we were just out traveling though, and
No,
we
no.
have some really nice.
If you want to do that, you gotta just roll me the check, and I'll tell you how that works out for you.
Wow,
chit
that's
chat.
7.
You chat with this incredibly nervous man who's jittering at every chord, and as you talk to him, he lets slip a few details. He says that he woke up one morning with a large rune carved in his chest, and hovering over him was a strange robed figure. Was it not for what he considers to be divine intervention, he would have surely perished a terrible fate.
Hmm.
He said
Can
that the
we
creature
speak-
whispered something about the edicts of greed, and ever since he's been trying to distance himself from it as much as possible.
I mean,
No,
we
we saved
killed
this dude.
we killed the person who was collecting the greedy souls. So.
This guy said that this happened like yesterday, after you did your things,
Sadness.
Can you tell us where this was?
in his house, like right down the
Yeah,
street.
but we'll be right back.
So like we
Guys,
sa-
we gotta
sa-
go stab someone.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this, with our might link, 'cause I don't want to say it out loud. Do you
That's
want?
not active right now.
I figured it was always, but I guess not. I'll just whisper it then. Do you want me to take on the appearance of Aldern? See if he gets a reaction?
You
Look,
are
we've killed him a
weeks
few
away from
times.
Foxglove, and he's also dead.
Again.
Yeah, again.
yeah, he's-
I stabbed him so hard his piece disappeared off the map incidentally.
Also, okay, I got one for his inventory ass. This is a big one. This is a big one.
Hmm.
Does he have some kind of weapon of anchoring?
You mean something that would stop a thing from flying?
Or
Yeah,
from
like
moving.
lock it down.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
anchoring sticks into place.
Isn't that a net?
My
No,
net-
anchoring
my
like
net-
an anchoring weapon, Nodo, gets somewhere and then stays in that place in space.
Ah, okay.
You can actually like, stab it. It's kind of like you stab it into the ground and it'll lock it in like the creature in place.
So so here's the thing, right? If you can restrain a dragon, a flying creature in general that doesn't use like hovering through levitation of some kind, they'll fall right to the ground.
I mean, I
That's
like
good.
that.
Also, I give you guys important for
Yep.
your health.
While he has something for that, he doesn't really want to split with that set of items until he's, not fearing for his life.
Right. Well, you know what?
We'll be back.
We'll try to secure your.
Torvis, we're going.
I know we're going. Freaking cat thinks they can. No.
I'm gonna keep a close eye on this merchant.
Claire,
I'm studying.
why don't you
But,
buy shark bait a turtleneck?
I haven't
Why have
found
you
any.
denied her a turtleneck?
There's a few reasons. One, I have not found any. Two, most ferret clothes are sized for male ferrets. Sharkbait is not only female, but she's also like kind of small.
Well, then just buy a size small, and
Well, then
pretend it's supposed to be extra large.
she'll be super cute with her oversized sweater.
She has a jean jacket, but
You
she's
bought
still
her a
in-
jean jacket?
I bought her a sleeveless little jean jacket.
Oh,
and she wore
God.
it once. she wiggled out of it and then stole it, and I haven't found it since.
Why is that the single most shark bait thing that could ever happen?
Yeah.
She wiggles out of it and steals it anyway.
I don't want to wear this. I just want it.
I just want it in my stash.
Wearing things is for dorks, like to Claire.
Hey, Claire.
Yes.
But what do we do now?
I have that.
Apparently, we're gonna go check out this guy's house.
Yeah,
There we go.
Talon's already going. He doesn't like these people.
Yeah, let's go.
I think I just broke my OBS. That's good. Good job. I think it's still streaming though, so that's fine. Nope, it's offline now.
Oh, that's annoying.
No.
But that's the little jean jacket she had. It was a leash harness.
Were you gonna leash train Sharkbait?
I was considering it. And
I mean, I've seen people do it. That guy I knew in China who had a ferret, he had one on a leash.
What you're looking at right now. It's a little big for the screen, but there it is. Gosh, that's a big map though. There you go. Finally fits. Snug. Anyway, so, Merchant Man is nervous. What do you do?
Well, like Talon said, we're gonna go check this out. We'll be back later.
You decide to head on over to his house, I guess, since you asked about it?
Yep. Talon wants to investigate and then find the person to stab.
Shalolo.
we're gonna.
What do you want? Do you want Shalolo to do anything? Because she is a ranger.
Ooh, she can help with the investigating.
Fine. She'll come with you then. She'll come rolling right along.
I like Shalelu.
Shillelagh.
She'll
Imagine,
just hit you.
imagine an anchoring bow. You just shoot it. It's just like it just stop in the sky.
Yes. You follow your friend along and head over to his house. It is indeed what you would expect from a guy who's selling all these things. It is a fine and posh building, and it's for sale.
Oh, he's really selling everything. Huh?
It has a small fence made of I know Ironclaw made specific mention of. I think it's hawthorn. It's got a spiky a hedge that surrounds it. A nice garden, well tended, some pretty flowers. 2-story building, made of brick.
Good masonry, Talon says, not knowing anything about masonry.
And clearly, you are not a brick fan. Brick.
I'm Mr. Brickle.
No, baby Claire, I'm talking about the Phineas and Ferb extravaganza. The brick toy. You can use
Oh,
it to rob a store, threaten a person, or build a house.
So, is the house exuding an aura of there's some spooky times happening?
The house
or are
itself
we...
does not wail as if possessed by a ghost, no.
All
The
right.
house is evil. I knew it.
So step one, investigation. Going pretty okay.
Considering that
Okay,
he
so-
mentioned that someone was inside of his room,
That's where we go.
Yeah, I was about to say, Talon's going in to go investigate. Not standing outside, staring at the house. You can do that all you want, Torvis. We'll stab them. Don't worry.
you find that in his panic he has forgotten to lock his door. Despite it having a lock.
People are so trusting these days. Anyone can just walk in and stab you.
To be fair, the guy's in a
Shape of a
panic. You
room.
can't blame him for not locking the door when he's not inside. It's a fine building inside. Lavish furnishings, although many of them seem to have gone missing, which is to say that you can clearly tell that something was supposed to be here, but he probably sold it or got rid of it. Making your way upstairs, where are you going to go, by the way? Are you looking for any room in particular?
I'm looking for his bedroom. That's the first step.
Making your way upstairs, you find yourself in his bedroom. His bed has stains of blood, in such a fashion that would strongly imply that he was lying down and it was like flowing down his sides. You know, as if someone was carving into his chest while he was lying there.
Dang.
His sheets are still a mess. The whole place is kind of messy. It's like he, as quickly as possible, got himself bandaged up, took some clothes, and went outside. The signs of a well-beshaken man. Torvis.
Torvis knows all about shaking people.
I don't know what you mean.
So let's look around for clues. Perception time.
I will join in the perception.
What kind of freaking clues do you think are going to be in this room?
Bloodstains trailing in a place that look like they're dripping off of a blade.
See, no, that's a smart idea.
See, that's some CSI.
Talon's seen people get stabbed
You
in the last
manage-
few months.
You manage to find what you think might be a trail. At least you find the beginning of it. Actually following it and figuring out where it goes for a longer period of time requires a survival check.
I can. Do
We
that.
have a wolf.
I add half my
I
level.
also have very high survival.
Well, your wolf
So
will
do
give you
I.
a +4 bonus if he decides to help sniff.
Well, then he will assist with sniff.
So I will add 4 to my survival right now, since I'm tracking.
Well,
And add,
are you
Hmm?
sure you want to bother with that? Because your friend Craig is like a 19. Or a 23
alright.
with his dog.
Oh, jeez.
Added 20.
So,
He tracked
you know
the
what?
shit
You
out
know
of
what?
this
I'm
guy.
gonna pull up the survival section because I know that. Here we go. I'm gonna pull up and see what kind of bullshit you could track with this. Let's see. He could follow.
Tracked him across space-time.
He could follow on hard ground. A fine creature, after fresh snow, has fallen on the trail. And he could also do that on a moonlight night, or in fog. Actually, I think he could actually do it if it was hiding his tracks. So yes, he manages to follow this blood trail that goes outside, turns into a muddy footprint trail, eventually cracks through some nearby woodlands. And so he finds himself at, like, from afar you wouldn't suspect that this was some sort of construction of any kind. It's just a small hill among many. But someone has dug it out, and big thorny bushes grow in front of the seeming entrance.
Oh.
Found it.
Swords out, guys.
Alright. Got a great sword.
How big is this entrance looking?
It looks like a normal person could squeeze into it if they wanted to.
I'm gonna pat my wolf snoot and say, "Stay here."
Your wolf, by the way, seems to pick up a scent that they find distasteful. Or perhaps tasty, depending on how much they want to eat a dead carcass.
Is it coming from inside the?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I will set the wolf to guard, and he'll actually like guard in case anything comes out.
Yeah. Make a loud noise in case of danger.
So he'll attack anything that comes out that isn't us.
All right, who wants to squeeze inside this little hole?
Talon's already going in.
Talon decides
Alright.
to push straight through the thorny bushes.
I'm a.
This was
like,
me presuming that you would do something to not push yourself
Oh.
straight through
I'm
very sturdy thorny bushes.
Okay, I didn't think they were like super big.
No,
Right,
these are
right.
like magical because there's nothing on these. However, this guy got inside is definitely not normal.
Should I adamantine longsword to sunder them, or
We have a druid who can turn magic off.
Can I sense magic that they are like? Are they exuding some sort of magical
Hey,
feeling towards me?
hey, did you know that you have woodland stride, which allows you to move at your normal speed and not take damage from any natural undergrowth?
I do.
Yes, it's your second level feature.
But what I'm saying is, like, for other people to do this,
Yes.
Can I hold his
for
hand?
them to get through, like, is this a spell that is causing them to stay in place?
Give me a
or-
nature check. Knowledge nature. Knowledge. You're quite certain that while this bush is like magically grown, there are spells that let you create these temporary undergrowths that you can just sort of like a tumbleweed. You can put it somewhere and it stays there no matter what. So it's something you can take. Only the person who cast it can sort of pick it up and put it aside. While it is technically magically made and some of the functions are magical, it doesn't count as magical impediment. So your woodland stride would still function.
Okay. Well, how about I dispel it so everybody else can get through as well?
Sure, go nuts. Roll me a cast level check.
That's
Get-
a shitty roll.
That's not gonna do it. No, that would spell like a baby's first spell, but not a properly cast spell like this.
alright, power attack, both-handed adamantine longsword. Time
Go for it.
+9. Ignore the 6.
You swing at the bush and find that it quite quickly regrows.
Okay. Just had to check.
You're going to need something special if you want to destroy it outright.
How would cold iron work?
It's not Fey.
Okay. How about fire?
This risk you'll burn the whole forest down. But if you can contain the fire, it might work. I mean, it looks like a dry, spiky shrub, so...
Okay, guys. Make sure to put the fire out.
Here,
I'm gonna
give
just
me- give
stab at
me-
the base.
Give me a few minutes. I'm going to put a whole lot of water all around except for where we want the fire.
I'll wait.
So...
Yeah.
Doesn't that spell, like, scale? Yeah. I think at this point it makes, like, 18 gallons.
So yeah, you just like spray all over the place,
Nothing's burning except for that thing.
All
and
right.
then I stab into the base of the plant
Super Mario Sunshine up in here.
with
So
my
let's
fire
see.
sword.
Okay, so the funny part is that he sprays about like 2/3 of the geyser setting of the decanter of endless water every round with the spell. The geyser setting is 30 gallons per round. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Yeah,
Dude, just-
you're finally at the fire hose level.
Dude, just get that fucking decanter. Just get a fucking fire hose. Anyway,
Just put it on his-
he prepares the area, and with a little spark of fire. What kind of fire are you using anyway?
My sword.
In that
which
case,
is
it
a
works just
flamethrower
fine.
Sword.
As a magical flame will easily set this thing on fire. With a quick swoosh and a slash, the shrubbery burns away, and the entrance is a lot more obvious and accessible.
All right.
Oh man, this thing's cool.
We didn't start a forest fire. High fives all around.
We prepared. We learned our lesson.
Torvis kind of tilts her head. Does that happen often?
Not lately.
She has no prior knowledge of the great forest fire of the.
Or the burning down of the place where where Eleanor died.
So whoever
Oh
the
wait, no,
stealthiest,
she probably heard about the force. I was like, were they responsible for that?
whoever the stealthiest is among us should probably go in first.
I
That'll
could
probably
rock
be our
in.
Slayer.
I don't think stealth's an option. You're kind of allowed at this point, since all this spell casting and the swinging.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Ezra, you and me, we go first.
I'm still gonna stealth because maybe there's only 3 people. Ooh, nah.
Oh, I'm not
So
gonna lie.
you have all showed up at last, except one less.
I actually like that logic. I accept that, to be honest.
My
Alright.
sword is on fire. They would notice you.
No, they won't.
All right, so we go in the hole.
Bella
Yeah.
goes in the hole. Ezra
will go
goes in
first.
the hole.
Right after.
Sneaking time. Hell. You're not a giant Yeen. It's not gonna work.
I know.
Claire.
And she's not even covering her eyes.
Right. You have to cover your eyes for it to work.
As you make your way in, Ezra, you eventually see the legs of a person around the dirty corner of this tunnel. This whole place is kind of cramped. It feels like you're trying to squeeze into a rabbit's lair instead of a place used by some assassin.
Alright. Like the legs are just lying there.
Yeah, the space ahead of you is. I guess it'd be like, imagine like a stack of 3x3 like normal sized coffins. It's a pretty tight space.
Oof. So good thing I have my longsword.
You're
and
not
my
gonna
big
fight in
sword.
this.
Yeah.
They're just
Alright.
lying there. They seem motionless.
I'm gonna jostle the foot. Just be like,
Hey.
There's no motion.
alright. Yeah, that guy.
Okay, go in.
I'm going in.
Lady could
Corvus.
throw a net over him, maybe drag him out.
I think they're dead.
That is what was just said, yes.
But wait, they made a bush and died?
Maybe
Yes, we
maybe
haven't
Ezra can
come
do a bit
across-
more of an investigation, so maybe you
We
can learn
haven't
some
come
details.
across any dead people who don't get up and attack.
I would do that. Let me check them out with my perception.
I don't get why it's so hard for people to just ask questions and get information. It's wildly. Just come on, people. This isn't the stock market. You can't just wildly speculate and get answers.
Yeah,
You
that's a
claim
good
you know what
point.
you're doing.
Ezra, I never asked for a perception roll. You go
what would be
inside,
that?
and the first thing you see about this man is that he's on this. It's kind of like a bed. It's this mound of packed dirt with some grass and straw on it to make it somewhat comfortable. And he lies there in well, I mean, the injury on his hand, where it looks like it's been scorched, is one thing, but the large hole in his chest is definitely an indication that something went awry.
Does it look like something went in or out the chest?
Imagine like someone used the spell Fireball. Like some people cast Fireball and they shoot a little bead of fire instead of just explosion happens. Imagine like a pea-sized bead of red hot flame went straight through your chest.
Alright. So something burned this man.
Ferrets should not wear donuts. They should eat them. Claire, what is with all these fashionable shark baits?
I know. I saw them and I had to show them to you all. So does this guy have the symbol on his chest?
I mean,
Claire,
if it's
We're not the
visible.
ones there.
The cultists
Claire.
do
Oh.
not have the symbol on their chest. It's their victims that do.
Well, yeah, is this guy a victim?
He has a bloody dagger in his hand, in the hand that got scorched.
So he's probably the guy who attacked our scared merchant.
Could be.
So-
This room, by the way, is not just a dirt hollow. There are several small tunnels dug into the walls that are used for storage space.
Well, time to look through those and maybe suggest, someone else join to check out the other hollows.
Well, I don't think there's all that much space for multiple people to be hanging around in here unless you want to get stuck.
Alright. Then I'll check the
Like
hallway.
this place barely is usable space for one person, and there's already a corpse here. So,
Drag the body out, please.
Well, someone
Alright,
else can do that for Ezra.
Yeah, but basically Ezra's like, hey guys, look at this, and just like body out like a little hot dog. Like, there you go.
Someone drags the body out.
I'll drag the body out.
Ezra, you find a small diary of sorts,
Alright.
as well as several scrolls and strange, well, a whole bunch of magic trinkets, really. All right, you want to give that diary a read or figure out what these items are?
Well, I'm gonna carry them outside and then we'll look through.
I want to make
Sounds
sure
cool.
this guy is actually dead. So like, I wanna sense some magic and see if he's got like a spell on him that's reanimating him.
Jack
There's-
in the box.
So there is a spell for that, and it's called Death Watch.
Is there?
Druids
Is that a
can't
field
cast it,
thing?
but you know,
Well, there you go.
I
mean,
really,
I-
I really like this part where Death Watch sees through any spell ability that allows the creature to feign death.
Okay, I got
I mean-
confused because I thought you were describing Death Watch as a spell that like makes a delayed trigger to raise a zombie.
That does
Shut
sound
up, Claire.
sweet.
I mean, I
All
guess
right.
we could just cut off
Ezra,
his
were
head.
you reading the thing or not?
Yes, I'm gonna read the diary.
Ezra decides to read yonder diary. This guy's definitely one of the cultists. He seems to really like greed. He mentions that he's been using a variety of strange items to grant merchants fortuitous business and make them greedy, greedy people as a result of this. Later entries seem to mention your activities, actually. They mention, for example, well, this is not something you've done. It mentions the wrecking of Paradise. It mentions that he's heard about Fort Rannoch being retaken, and then he's worried about the status of someone called the Mistress. He also mentioned something about hearing something about a dragon, a red dragon, actually. A young red dragon that they managed to conscript for their cause to sack Sandpoint. And that he's quite excited that they're finally going to unearth what they're looking for. The last entry mentions that he's almost done, and since he's pretty sure that his mistress is dead, he's going to finish up the last few merchants he's got around here and head on out.
Okay, I'm gonna behead this thing just to make sure that it's not getting back up.
I think someone got to him before he got to the merchants.
Okay, I'd like to make sure. Do you have a problem with cutting off heads, Monster Slayer?
Torvis backs off. Like, alright.
Talon turns and looks at you, waits for an answer.
Well, not really. Actually, he's raising a good point. I don't want this dude to.
Also, about the dragon. Somebody
red
better
dragon.
pick up that phone. 'Cause I fucking called it. Fire
It
dragon. Knew it.
Could be a bronze dragon. Bronze dragons are kind of red.
I thought those were the
Lucky
nice
guess.
ones.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I was hoping it was one of the metallic dragons.
Anyways, got the head off. Now the question is, who killed this guy?
Whoever did it probably didn't want the body to be found, or they didn't bother with the bush and just went through it.
But it gives me a bigger question.
Hmm.
So you said his feet were like in the way of getting in, right? Like you came in under the feet or something?
No, they were in my view when I came in, but they weren't like
Okay, I was thinking for a minute there, they're like in the way of your entrance.
I'm almost wondering if this guy was like just sort of stuffed here. And then was just placed.
It clearly looks like he dragged himself in, though.
So
Oh,
he
Like-
got injured somewhere else.
Did he take a bolt through the chest before or
The-
after he entered his cave?
You do remember that the merchant said that something that he called divine intervention seemed to stop this person in their actions.
the cleric.
The cleric that was with us.
No, Shalewa's with us.
Your friend Kira is not with you right now. You never asked him to come with you, and they probably would stay behind to help the despondent village.
I meant with us when this happened.
With
We
you in
knew they were.
spirit.
So that means there's an assassin or something around.
An assassin killing cultists.
It sounds like an okay guy. Still, we can go say that the cultist is dead. That'll make the guy happy.
Though, is the merchant now greedier or? Oh wait, no, he was stopped before he got to that guy. Never mind.
Yeah, it
And
sounds
yeah,
like they
remember he's-
cheated.
Yeah, remember he's like dumping his goods off and stuff.
So we should go tell the merchant. Away!
Onward.
You leave all of his things
What was-
behind and leave.
No, what
No, I
what
I
was
took
the
stuff.
amulets and stuff like that that
Yeah,
you
I
were saying?
took the stuff.
Oh, good. I was about to think that you guys were like, we don't need to loot things.
No, I said I took the stuff and took it out, so we can
Let's
do it.
shush. Let's get to the parts where I talk about what he's got on him. He's wearing on him boots of elven kind, a cloak of elven kind. He has goggles of night. Essentially, he's got the full getup to sneak into someone's house. The dagger he's using. How do I explain this? It's a dagger that has the improved coup de grace feature. It's essentially a dagger of if you have someone helpless and perform a coup de grace, they're gonna fucking suck. Allow me to explain how this works. Using this weapon for a coup de grace does not provoke attacks for opportunity like normal. If they survive, the DC to not instantly die is increased by 5. Additionally, the dagger has a ×3 critical. It increases its critical by 1 whenever used for a coup de grace. So, use this dagger and slit someone's throat, and they'll really feel it.
Man, if that was that kind of swashbuckler, there is an archetype for that.
Yeah, so it's a really good dagger if you just want to kill someone in their sleep. Together with the rest of his equipment, it makes sense. There are some empty potion
Yeah.
bottles, and there is a wand of Cure Light Wounds with like 2 charges left in it, and an empty wand. He's been busy. He's been doing a wrap-up.
Makes me think so. Someone was tracking this guy because this guy's clearly was careful to do this.
Now, Bella, can you roll me an actual perception roll, one that I asked for, to see if perhaps you can find something that he's proud of?
Find some pride.
Nope. Oh
Alright.
well. You still got some nice things. Those goggles of night are expensive, by the way. And I don't know if anyone of them needs them, but hey, it can help even
What
out
do
the
they
party
do?
a bit. They give you dark vision 60 feet.
I might need them because I don't have dark vision.
Well, now you do.
Right.
If you
Oh,
ever
look,
want to
that
liquidate them,
way I
they're
have
they're
2
12,000,
goggles.
so you can sell them for 6,000.
Wait, does this make me a leader because I have goggles?
I don't know.
Only if you wore them exclusively on your head and never on your eyes.
Hey, Davis put them on once.
Handsome. Anyway, you got yourself some fine things and solved a mystery or something.
Yeah.
Solved a murder.
Wait.
We're finding
Oh, this
a
is
murder.
great. Man, there's some weird gloves. There's glowing gloves, gloves of larceny.
Gloves of stealing shit. I love it.
Yep.
Anyways, to the merchant.
Oh wait, he would probably also have gloves of swimming and climbing. You know, the Spider-Man gloves. Anyway,
Rockman could use
you make your way back to the
climbing
merchant. What proof do you bring that that he's actually dead? Because this guy was pretty nervous.
boots. He got his head.
Handsome.
And the dagger.
You
'Cause,
make
I mean, sorry.
you make your way back to yonder merchant. After having broken into his house. You should probably leave
Is
that
it really
detail out.
breaking in if you left the door open?
I don't know, but he might. That's it's up to him to decide, really. You plead your case. Listen, he's dead, Jim. We found him. Here's his head. Here's his dagger, and he'll confirm that it looks close enough.
No,
Oof.
I can do one better. I can just make stuff look like him with a hole in his chest. And,
Okay,
burn
don't do
palm.
that.
Don't,
please?
Bella.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, now give the guy we're trying to help a heart attack.
Freaking
Hey,
PTSD transformations.
I can warn him.
Yeah, that's gonna help. How about better? We have the journal that says he was doing this.
That too.
Well, he seems eternally grateful and would like to know if there's anything he can do to help you. You know,
We're
since
gonna be trying to kill a dragon.
he has a discount on, coffins.
What?
I mean, I like that response. Good response.
Fireproof coffins in case your bodies burn forever.
Is that a thing that happens? I'm not
Can
gonna
they-
question it.
Common superstition is that if you get killed and destroyed by a dragon's breath weapon, is that the element infuses your body to curse those who wish to bury you.
Oh.
That's metal.
Hey, listen, if you get utterly annihilated by a fire breath, yes, your corpse is going to burn for a while. Those breaths are magical. Anyway, as you mentioned, if there's anything to do to help, he doesn't know how to fight a dragon, so he's just like, you want a coffin?
We need something for fire,
Energy
or
resistance fire.
I already said he
Yeah,
couldn't help you with that.
or
Oh.
anything to help get a thing that is flying to be a thing that is not flying.
Like the
Hmm.
wand of cause cramps and flying creatures.
He takes out a small quiver that he has on him and produces 3 arrows. Most strange arrows they are, for they appear to be writhing with living vines.
Hmm.
He tells you that these fine arrows are vine arrows. Once fired upon a yonder target, it causes the vines to spread around them and constrict them. They
See,
only
that
do
might
so
work.
briefly, but it might get something that's flying down. He was going to use it to stop the criminal in case she showed up again, but
If fired from an ice bow against a red dragon, that might actually do something.
I mean, this could be a good idea.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna need stats for the ice bow because
you know what the most metal thing is? There's consumable ammunition in 2E that's called a stone bullet, which looks like a petrified serpent's eye, and if you hit someone with it, they get petrified.
Jesus.
Freaking nuts!
Nice.
I love it.
How much is that?
Well, not in this game, but
It's not in this game,
Oh.
and it costs you, convert it for 1E, it's 13,000 for a single shot.
That makes sense. Because that's like.
that's the one bullet that.
Hey, if you
Jack
hit
Sparrow will
if you hit a
not take.
peasant or low level character with it, they can't make the save. They can't even critical failure the save.
They ultra failure it.
Oh, apparently I have to hit them multiple times to actually get them to fully petrify them. Wah wah.
So you petrify parts of them.
I mean, flick a marble at a dude's legs and he falls over, and then like.
Or be a gunslinger.
Yeah.
Anyway, kids, as you said, these arrows might be able to help you with that. Maybe.
I like them. I like you.
Okay. Look.
What do you want for him?
Well, he still wants to get paid. Wah 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 wah.
I know. That's why I'm asking what he wants for him.
Let's see
Instead of
what's
saying, "Give me."
what's a fair price. Ammunition
Give you the head.
specialties. Let's see if there's actual ammunition that does what I described. Let's
Give you
see.
the assassin's head.
Got some really fun ones here. We got tracer bullets, sizzling arrows. Hey, you want a screaming bolt? You want ammunition that just yells at them?
Yeah, maybe the dragon will get annoyed and leave. Dragons are fickle.
Dude, don't bully a dragon. He just wants to kill you.
And everything
Take all
around
your
you.
take all your gold.
I mean, hell, we don't even have. You know, that's a good idea. We don't even have to slay him. We can just have the cat talk to him. Yeah, talk this out.
Dry load cartridges can be used underwater or in airless environments. What?
Hey, why don't we just give him that knife?
Hey, why don't we just take the vine arrows? Give him a head. Give him the head of his assassin. Fair trade.
For these 3 arrows, he wants 2,000 gold.
What should you buy this knife from us for? Are you buying stuff or just selling?
I mean, the knife's probably worth that much, yes.
Just trade him the knife. None of us are going to use it.
Hey, it'll give him a nice memoriam.
Yeah,
And
it's like,
something-
hey, look, this knife cut a rune into your chest.
Okay, I think that's a deal.
Handsome.
Okay, so that means Ezra has that, and I'm giving her half of the +1 arrows that we got.
By the way, Bella, about that diary.
Yeah.
It happens to mention about who's going to be leading the attack on the place, judging by what you can find in it.
It's a fucking foxglove.
The attack force is primarily going to consist of stone giants and a few of their finest dire bears.
Ooh.
Dire bears.
We
I can befriend them.
um, All right, so the dragon is already a problem, but
We'll have backup when we get there. We're fighting with people, not alone, Claire.
Sexy.
strong
Yes, people have
together.
helped us before.
Yeah, exactly.
So how many vine arrows did I get?
3.
Okay. So,
And 18 plus 1 arrows.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, we gotta move on. We can't stay here forever. We got a dragon to stab.
You go back on the road again. Dragons are not very dexterous, are they? Huh? On the road, to whistle down across Lake Tarantula. Which sounds like tarantula. In fact, it's literally one letter off. It's the part where I'm gonna load my shotgun and ask Paizo what the fuck. Here we go. Let's roll some dice to see if anything exciting happens along the way. Not really. Not really.
Crack.
I mean, things happen, but they're like some weenies jump onto the boat, and you're just like, oh my god, I can't believe I have to wake up this early for this. I mean, listen, boats get attacked by bandits, and those bandits are sometimes like level 1 to 5, and you just kind of throw them all overboard, just like that. You have a giant wolf with you, and a dinosaur.
God, imagine jump on the boat to rob it. You
We
say,
have a
"Yeah,
cat."
merchant," and there's a giant wolf.
I imagine we each take one of them. They come on, there's like this little cat. Oh, we can take him. He's nothing. They die.
You stab 3 of them like a saute on your weapon.
The last group comes up. Oh, there's nothing left. We can. And then there's an Allosaurus.
He just falls through the top, through like the top level because it's too heavy.
He kills half of them while he falls through on them.
Marvelous. Then you make your way over to Wurtle, and eventually you'll stop nearby Sandpoint, allowing me to pull up the Sandpoint map. Bella.
Yeah.
Anyone here? Does anyone here have a galaxy brain when it comes to, I don't fucking know, like, things and stuff, like how fast an army could move or something? Like, you have an approximation, but does anyone here have, like, the big brains to figure out how much time you have?
I only have monster
Corvus
slayer.
probably have the most availability of that. I assume at some points he probably served in the forces.
Oh yeah, like a flavor thing. Yeah, Torvus would probably know a thing or two.
Yeah, I could probably do survival to see how long it'd take.
Alright. Well, I mean, I was looking for more of a profession soldier because I'm being a little cheeky bastard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought Torvus worked at one point, probably in the military before being a monster hunter.
Fucking give me the roll.
So my monster slayer roll.
That ain't gonna
I also
cut
have
it,
survival.
buckaroo. Okay, survival, fine. Whoever thinks they can figure out how fast an army go with survival, go ahead. It's barely no one here thinks profession is worth it.
I mean, I have professor, but I'm a sailor.
Yeah, my profession's
My
Marvelous.
profession is being a weird rock man.
Well then, Mr. Sailor, maybe you can figure something out. You rack your brains over all this. So armies are generally slower because there's more people and they have to pack everything up and make sure all the inventory is right and all that. Even if they are a traveling tribe of stone giants, who would naturally not have as many complications, they would still take some more time, depending on how fast they normally are on foot. I mean, you saw the ogres, and they didn't... I mean, that big guy didn't seem all that much faster than you, so they'd probably be marching at the same... Then there's the fact that they travel into unknown terrain. They probably have to avoid larger roads and cities to not drag too much attention to themselves, since they're probably not... they're probably not operating on the procedure that when they arrive, they just start to... You're probably going to get there before them by a couple of days, maybe more.
Well, they probably also have trouble with their management of the army, being that they're not that smart.
and dragon.
I said that if they are a tribe, more closely affiliated and have the personal relationships to keep things together by family ties, then things would go a bit smoother than that. Additionally, you don't know when exactly they left, but they seem to have left before you arrived at the clan hold, so they have a little head start. So yes, again, you have like a couple of days maybe to make some necessary preparations. That said, you're not sure what they're trying to do with. What are they trying to do at Sandpoint again? Do you know that?
Did it
They
say in
said
the
that
journal?
they're gonna find something, like
Uh,
Let's see.
in the diary.
Let's see. He's narrowed. He believes. So what the Lord seeks. All right. For that, I'm gonna need linguistics from someone, because
Wait,
this guy is talking a bit esoteric at times, and it's not clear what he's looking for.
Talon just had a galaxy brain moment.
Yes.
Remember the hell portal?
Yeah.
Evil people. Hell portal. They're trying
What
to get
hell
to that
portal?
thing. The one that told us to come back in disc 3.
It is entirely possible that the
Oh yeah,
glimmering,
fuck, you weren't there.
the evil staircase that you found underneath the, what was it again? I think it was the Glassworks. It was the Glassworks.
It was under the glassworks.
Yeah.
Under the Glassworks, you found a sin hole from which Sin Boy spawned, and you also found an evil clone, and you found a staircase, and it was like, don't go down there. It was obstructed for one, but second, what came through there was giving you the heebie-jeebies by proxy alone. That might be what they're looking for, considering that these guys are very much into sin magic and stuff.
Oh yeah, Torvis, by the way, you weren't there for this. There's like a super Satan portal under the glassworks.
And we didn't
That's-
actually see the portal. We just, were at the stairs, and just being there affected us.
Torvis looks at all three of you very, very seriously. Did y'all start that one fire?
Which one?
The giant forest fire, the goblin fire that people.
You know,
talk
if
about?
I had a piece of gold for every fire that was started in our proximity, I'd have like 3 pieces of gold, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened that many times.
No, we didn't start that forest fire. I started that forest fire.
Right.
Well, at least he's honest.
Anyways, Talon is going to go for the higher up people in the town to try and rally some people to help.
Well, oh, I see. Ugh, gosh, this map's all dark because the dynamic lighting got turned on for every map. There, now you can see like good boys. You make your way across the road. You come across the usual fare of goblins who just, I don't know, you probably just bully them in some way. Because they're fucking goblins, who cares? You're
We
level,
killed you guys like the last time we were here, which is 2 discs ago.
you're level 9. These guys are like fractions of CR. You can just like grab one of them and just throw them at the rest, and they'd all fall over like bowling ball pins and run away like cowards.
I'd imagine Torvis actually does that too.
What?
Maybe one of them recognizes one of you, like Ezra. Ezra's kind of recognizable.
I mean, I was the one carving yours, so.
There's also the fact that Shalelu's like taking pot shots at the goblins, and she's like, "Listen, I'm gonna shoot as," and she specifically mentioned, "I'm gonna shoot as close as possible without hitting them. And we're gonna take a bet how close I can get."
That is so messed up.
And she keeps hitting them in the heart, so she keeps losing.
No, listen, Claire. It's to scare them off, and it's also good training. It's mixing things
Right.
together. Claire, they're
I-
goblins. You know what trouble they caused.
I
I
do.
think
I know.
You
I know.
died because of their trouble.
I, I,
If
I'm
it was Claire,
Torvis.
Claire would scare them and then kill them.
If it was Claire, she'd fuck him. She's fucking weird.
Okay, see now we're just getting
Look,
into
Claire,
OC.
Bella, and I have all been goblins,
Oh no.
and Noda would fuck them.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Look, that's why we have the emotes. Let's
I do
sound
like
them
them
off.
tiny.
Also, Talon will remember that.
When you arrive in yonder Sandpoint, it is Sandpoint indeed. Just as you left it. What a beautiful place. And more importantly, what a beautiful face.
All right, cool. It's not on fire, so
It's been like a
Okay, we're on.
month and a half.
Alright, you want to like clang some pots pans, be like, "Hey, trouble," or what do you want to do?
Yeah,
Well,
we
you got
should probably go to the constable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Go to
local
one
sheriff,
figure of
who,
authority.
in case you forgot, was getting some reinforcements, so the place does have slightly more guards than usual because of the
it
whole
won't be
murder
Not
part.
enough.
Since you've solved the murder, and you have Shillelagh with you who will vouch for your situation, and since you saved the city a couple of times by now, yes, you have the authority to just walk up to the local sheriff, stab him in the chest with your finger, and go, "You do what we say now."
You
I
work
mean,
for
I'm not
me
gonna be that
now.
rude about it, but
You're a loose cannon. You're off the case.
I
You
need
can't.
your badge and gun, sheriff.
You can't take me off the case. I'm say that I'm off the case.
Then he kicks himself off.
You know, take my shield, Claire, and Sharpie slams
I'll
her badge
confiscate
on
my own
wrist.
gun and I'll confiscate my badge. He just
Just
keeps them.
slams him down, gets up to the other side of the table, slams down the badge, walks off. This is a very confused town. I don't think it deserves to live.
Anyway, let me see. I need to look up where the. Okay, the sheriff building. I think is that big. Yeah, that's the garrison. Head on over to yonder garrison to say hello. Everyone waves hello. The local baker even comes to give you a fresh loaf of bread. People are
Oh,
curious to
hell
know where you've been for so long and what you've been doing for all that time.
They say, Jesus, your wolf is big now.
Yes, he did grow.
Why is it so big?
He did grow a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, and
It's
Talon is
grown fella.
regaling them with stories.
Also, who's that
Being
fox?
Oh, toolkit. Yeah, you've never been here. Maybe.
The fox just gives you a little okay sign. He's fine. Which, don't forget, the okay sign is white power. Because fucking 4chan can make anyone believe anything nowadays. And then, because the world is filled with irony, it did probably actually become that symbol to some people.
It probably.
Irony is dead because idiots exist. I mostly blame the US propaganda machine, but whatever.
Yeah.
I blame many things, but mostly that.
If people were just a little bit smarter, maybe you wouldn't have all the problems in the world. But no, being stupid benefits capitalism. So guess what, fuckers?
Anger works best for capitalism.
Look, if we had Iron Brew in the U.S., all problems would be solved.
You can find Iron Brew in some places.
What is this? What is this with fucking Iron Brew, Claire?
I love it.
Oh my God! Look at that smooshy. That's a Lego Bella. Don't do that near me. That's so cute.
Don't do that right.
All right. I need to look up who the fuck the sheriff is because it's been so long. Let's take a look. Aye, it's Belor Hemlock. Not Baylor, Belor Hemlock. The chaotic good male human fighter. He is happy to see you. Nice to see that you're back. He would like to know where you've been as well. What happened to your wolf? Why, Torvis looks scarier than before.
Why
Well,
I have
he's
a
in-
nicer hat?
Our wolf eats well. Our old lady also eats well, and it scares us.
I eat.
They
first.
eat the scary vegetables like Brussels sprouts.
Mandrake root.
Well, how can I help you? It's nice to see you. You're back in town and all.
Yeah, we saved a couple of towns, stopped an assassination attempt or 5.
Busy,
Took over, saved in fort pretty far up north.
I heard you
Fancy
managed to
snake.
stop the whole murder situation as well, so
Yeah, mostly.
I guess Sandpoint is forever in your debts, which again puts me back to why are you here? We ain't having any
Yep.
troubles lately, so
Well, we're gonna need an emergency meeting among the guard. Real quick.
Why is that?
Okay. Stone giants are coming.
Well, I've got 2 things for you, good sir. First, there ain't no stone giants in miles around Sandpoint, and 2, what would they want with us?
1, they aren't from here. They've been marching for like 2 weeks, apparently. We found a journal of these crazy murder cultists a couple weeks ago talking about coming here. Pretty rude. So we made all haste to come and help out. And 2, there's like a hell portal. Maybe.
Underneath the glassworks. I don't.
Did you ever mention that to anyone after you left?
thought
No,
we
'cause
did.
Okay,
we
in that case, he's not too surprised. He's like, I thought you solved that, sort of.
I mean, it was kind of scary. We just left.
yeah,
No, we thought we solved
Please
it
don't put
too,
it that
but
way.
no, yeah, but actually, well,
You weren't there. You died.
right.
Al-
Oh yeah,
al-
I wasn't here. I have no clue what's happening.
also we may like once we get all the like I'm just gonna discuss with Tal and everyone for a bit. We may once we convince the guards to help us want to evacuate Sandpoint.
That's
'Cause-
something we'll get to.
Whoops, apparently you guys are a whole level behind what you should be. Oh well, you're doing fine so far.
We've been a whole level behind where it should be the whole game.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's because they're supposed to use random encounters, but...
Did we? Well, yeah, we haven't really ran into a lot
Like,
of
it
random
literally
encounters,
says
though.
you should be 11th level partway or just after the attack on Sandpoint.
Oh
Whoops.
yeah, so we're full level back.
Hey,
Wait,
if anything
we're
goes
at
wrong,
level
you
10.
have 2 extra characters on your team, and I have a backup plan.
Well, I'm glad you have a backup plan.
Anyway, kids,
What
what you tell the fine man that they're not from around here, and then about the hell portal, and
At the dragon.
he looks at Shalelo, and she's like, "This is not a joke."
So we got to defend the town.
we can't defend ourselves against an army of giants. In case you haven't
We
noticed, the
can if we-
walls are only the north. Well, what's your plan then? You got a plan, or are we just supposed to leave town and never come back?
I have a
I
bit of a
mean-
plan.
The leave town thing might be an idea.
Yeah, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna evacuate the city, activate the defenses, and get this man a shield, pointing at Tal.
Thank you, Black Panther.
Dorvis stares at Ezra. What defenses?
Okay, so I got an idea. It can probably work. So stone giants probably can't swim very well. So all this water shit for most of the side, they can't get in.
I'll actually
Hmm.
look up and I'll give you information, whatever else stone giants can roll. What would be appropriate for creatures like this? I guess nature or something. To
Yes.
see if that plan of yours actually makes any sense at all or not. That said, stone giants do come from the mountains. They're probably better climbing than they are swimming.
So I'm gonna leave that up to Krieg to like interject
Craig.
if I say something incredibly stupid.
No, I'm just gonna give this to Craig. They, other than their natural +8 from strength, don't have any particular proficiency in swimming. So
All right. Well, how deep is the water here?
I don't know. I imagine it's deep enough that even like a large giant, like it's a pretty coarse river. So
It'd at least slow them down and make them very vulnerable.
let's see. Oh gosh, this map doesn't have the. Okay, let me just use this one, the battle attack. Okay, yeah. In most cases, they probably need to climb up. Like, if you take out the bridges, you would have a moat-ish thing.
Yeah, that's kind of my idea. Is we
Except
take out the
for
bridges.
except for to the north.
Well,
yeah,
the north has a
that's
big.
the-
Yeah.
That's where my plan comes in. So we're funneling them. And what we need to do is make sure that they come in as close of an area as we can, because they're big targets and they're stupid. We've been talking to them a little bit. Like, Ezra, they're dumb, right?
They're very dumb.
So we just need to get a bunch of archers up on this north wall here. Magic people, whatever the hell you got. And we need to just hold them back.
We could set fire to the forest.
Not again.
So,
I'm-
as you propose this incredibly intelligent plan, your friend bumps up with So one slight problem with that: they have a dragon that can just fly and torch the whole town while we're all at the gate.
And hopefully, that's going to be our problem.
Well, actually, now that you're here, there have been these strange people in town who claim to be dragon hunters.
Well, this is convenient.
I mean,
Well, we should.
Maybe they're
talk
from
to
the.
them.
Maybe they're stopping by the hunting lodge.
Actually, I think
Yeah, we should-
I think they misunderstood some rumors that have been going around.
Or understood them right.
They are planning to leave tomorrow, though. So
Oh my god! I think
Uh,
I know what the rumor is.
What do you think the rumor is?
Torfus, Ezra, I think you guys should go talk to them.
Alright.
Well, yeah. Um, well,
The-
you know
the
those
hunter and the
random
slayer.
fires starting that have been happening around Sandpoint.
Claire,
I've
this haven't
heard
happened
of
in a
them.
month.
I know. I'm just saying. But
Yeah, but
well,
one of them is probably still burning.
rumors travel slow sometimes, Savage.
Okay, all right, fine.
I'm not writing it. I'm just saying.
To baby to Claire. Anyway, yes, they're
But,
planning to leave tomorrow because they haven't found a dragon yet.
well,
Alright,
we
we
got
got
a
good
surprise
news.
for them.
Yeah, so Talon's gonna stay with the guard and try to keep hashing out ideas.
Yeah, and Torvis and I will talk to the hunters.
Marvelous. All right, you're gonna
I
hash
guess
over.
Greg could go with you if he wants.
You know what?
I'm
I'm gonna give
willing.
you the in-between session time to plan all this. So you'll have
Okay.
about 6 days to plan everything. But first, let's take care of the dragon hunters because that's like the last fun thing we can do. All right. You head on over to where he tells you to find them, which is the Rusty Dragon. You know, where you have free stay forever.
Oh yeah.
I
With a
presume
good
at some
old-
point you were even given a little cart that's like, you can stay here forever.
With our barkeep friend.
Who we saved
Yeah.
from her brother,
The
who I stabbed.
the gang of individuals that are at the inn are quite fantastical, but one of them are telling fantastical stories still.
I make you.
A gang of 4, brave and heroic people.
Are they the ideal party of cleric, fighter?
Wizard,
How
wizard,
good can you
wizard,
at a glance
ranger.
tell what a party composition is?
I'd probably be able to tell the magic users.
You know what? You know what? How about you listen in on their story and see if you can divine from that what they are?
Hell yeah. Let's. I like a good monster hunt story.
You give it a close listen and discover that one of them, the first lady, over yonder, is a Johnny, a powerful arcanist who has developed fine spells designed to penetrate the spell resistance of dragons. Her particular forte is just making them fall on the ground, and then she just hides behind something and hopes everything turns up all right. Thumbs up. You can do it.
Also,
Next
she
up.
looks cute.
Hmm?
Her icon looks a little cute.
Then we got Delilah Deadeye, key marksman. She, as they tell this whole thing going on, fires arrows, and they do the most ridiculous bounces off the environment. She is an incredibly good shot, but your resident magic user's like, she's using magic for that. But it's really impressive that she can do that so precisely. She's a marksman, which is a psionic class. She has trick shot, which in the ability that just lets her say, my arrow does a stupid thing, and it does the stupid thing. Next up is Yori. Judging by what you hear, he's a fighting type. He's a fighting man, but a fancy fighting man, because apparently he can let loose and give his friends all kinds of buffs. His primary feature, however, is to firmly grab a dragon and just fuck him up.
Dick.
His
Hell
friends
yeah, and
sometimes,
it's from the future.
hence why some friends call him the lice.
The lice. The louse.
Also, he has a dagger that he can throw very far. It's a distance returning dagger, so he throws it and it just boomerangs right back to him.
I hope he grabs it by the handle.
He doesn't seem to care which part he grabs it at. He's got his hands are like fucking callous. He probably uses unarmed combat. The final person on the team seems to be some kind of spellcaster. Her deal seems to be exploiting the elemental weaknesses of dragons in a variety of exciting ways. Essentially, the blaster of the party.
Master Blast.
They have no dedicated healer, but that's fine. You generally don't want to fight a dragon long enough for them to hurt you.
This is true.
Alright,
If a dragon is unleashing their full fury of attacks or their breath weapon, you've already lost, really. Anyway, that's the party. Kalira, the fine scion. Because scions are actually pretty flexible in what kind of abilities they can use, so I figured, hey, pick one that just exploits their elemental weaknesses.
Well, these guys are perfect and perfect timing.
They're
too.
also quite boisterous.
alright.
Yeah,
So
they
what I'm
remind me
gonna
of
do,
someone.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up 4 fine animals and gonna bring it to the table and then hit them with the Riker maneuver and be like, "Hey, so listen to your
Wait,
story."
you grabbed what the hell is a Riker maneuver?
I'm glad you asked.
We're gonna
Star
lose this
testing.
now.
Oh no, it's because he's so tall. That has to sit down.
Look, straight up, Bella. I'm gonna do with the wingman maneuver thing where I just sort of elbow you and say, "Okay, do not transform into a nightmare from their past." Like,
The first thing they say is that, well, who would be the one to speak up? Who would you address? Or are you just addressing the group as a whole and see who talks back?
I'm just being like, hey, I've been listening to your stories. They sound very interesting.
Gosh, I never even got to finish up some of the sheets. Whoops.
Oh, well, you got 6 days to finish them up.
No. Got a week, baby. If you just address them as a whole, then Kalira will be the one to answer. Mm-hmm. You seem like adventurous yourself. What brings you
I-
to this drowsy town? We were told there was a dragon here, but none to see.
Well, we've been here before. Kind of heroes, big deals. Not really big deals actually, but we kind of saved it.
Kind of a big deal.
On one of our recent excursions, we've found discovered news of a dragon on its way here.
Oh, wouldn't that be a mighty coincidence? Some new people show up, and suddenly there is a dragon coming this way, despite us being here a whole week and nothing to see anywhere.
Right,
I mean,
that's what we thought when we came here. We found you
we
guys here.
we did come here because the dragon was coming here.
You know, we even asked politely about what kind of pay we would get if we were to hunt a dragon, and they said, there are no dragons here, we won't pay you a dime. So, to be honest, this seems like a losing proposition either way.
Well, how many dragons have you slain?
I'm glad you ask.
Oh,
And they get up on the table, and they regale you their finest stories. Now,
this is like 4 talons.
so let's be clear here. These people are, when I say dragon hunters, I mean their tactics and their skills and every feat they've taken is to fuck up a dragon. If they fight anything that's not a dragon, they might as well be 2 levels lower than they are.
cripplingly over specialized.
Well, to be fair, dragon hunting is a specialist business. Either you're a high level adventurer who can do whatever the hell they want, or you're a specialist. Anyway, these guys, at least they claim, quote unquote. Let me see. What's the strongest red dragon they could probably take on? Well, given their advanced tactics, I'd say they could probably take on a mature adult dragon, which is CR 15. But again, specialists. Although, judging by the way they tell this story, they had a lot going for them. Like, the whole situation was basically like they got a heart shot in early on. They got a big opening salvo. They got it to run into a trap, everything. Aside from that, they claim to have killed at least 15 dragons of a variety of ages and colors. And judging by the fact that they are able to produce a variety of paraphernalia from each of those creatures, they might actually be speaking the truth.
Can anybody sense motive to see if they're being
I
honest?
will. I will.
They're
Then-
so cool.
Then give me a sense motive, good sir. They're
Critical one.
they're probably right. Like those all look like distinct dragon color, shapes, ages, and stuff. And what they talk of does sound like a reasonable way to handle them. You know, lure them into a situation where their breath weapon's less effective, catch them off guard, flatter them to set yourself up for a good attack. You know, in general, they seem to know how this works. Hell, they
I'd
even
say-
continuously remind you that if you're fighting a dragon in an open field, the best thing you can do is dig a hole in the ground and just hide.
And how much would you normally charge to slay a dragon?
They take out a piece of paper and unfold it. It is a large piece of paper containing every possible combination of color and age. Depends on the dragon.
Well, we know it's red.
How
I don't
old is
think
it?
we know.
That's
Is
a good question.
There's a really big difference between a lot of these categories, sir.
Our information so far just says red.
Okay, so say,
What?
if we were fighting a juvenile, he wouldn't have things like his abilities, he wouldn't have haste, he wouldn't even have a really tough hide, he wouldn't be dealing with much there. But if we were dealing with, say, a great worm, I don't think we want to be here any time of the week. Fun
Or if
fact,
it's kind of
I'm just going to point this out to you. This is something most people know because it's one of those things that goes around. When I mentioned that elemental thing, you know, when a dragon becomes old enough, they can destroy your body in such a fashion that you need true resurrection to come back.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Great worms
worm.
might be beyond that threshold. Also, supposedly, when a
boss
dragon
is
becomes
down
old
there.
enough, they start getting an aura that just melts, burns, electrocutes anything near them.
Yeah, spiritual pressure.
They're dangerous.
I'll target an adult and just see.
There's also, how much do you expect the town to be on fire? Because they can see through smoke and they like to abuse that fact. Also, they really like flying around, just doing strafing runs.
Wait, dragons can see through smoke?
Red dragons have the capacity to see through smoke. Additionally, all dragons possess what's called dragon senses. Allow me to tell you what that is right now. Because you are with dragon hunters who, if they're speaking the truth, they're probably speaking the truth. All dragons have dark vision and low light vision, but I think that's not dragon senses. Because I think that actually involves like a degree of blind sight. Here we go, dragon senses. Dragon senses. Just show me the dragon senses. Good book. Here we go. All dragons have dark vision 120 feet and a blind sense 60 feet. They see 4 times as good as humans in dim light and twice as well in normal light. They got good eyes, boy. There's also the frightful
They got
presence
special
part.
eyes.
Like you get spooked very easily, and depending on how old they are, it's a different. So, Bella, maybe you can give them the manual, and they can figure out what kind of dragon you're dealing with.
You mean the
Journal.
diary?
Yeah.
I'll
Like it's not much,
What-
but you know these guys are experts. Maybe they have an answer.
yeah. Here's what we know.
They fawn over the book real fast, flick through it. Well, this could be anything from an adult, which is the part where they start literally setting the area directly around them on fire, and young, which is the point where dragons start to get cocky enough that they take jobs like this. It's like a really big spread. Like normally you'd think it'd be like this, and they have their hands like really close together. But with dragons, that difference is more like this, and their arms go all the way wide.
Tell him about the Twinkie.
Yeah, I'm getting some vibes there. I almost want to guess it's a young dragon since it's like being convinced by cultists to help with their cause. Like, what does a dragon care about a hell portal?
Yeah, like at what age should I stop caring about working with anyone?
Well, I mean, red dragons like to build authority and power. They start like they huddle up, they scrum up, and they start like.
Yeah, I think this is like a little teen boy.
Well, it's probably not
Little-
young, because you know young ones wouldn't be too useful now that I think about it. They don't have the frightful presence yet, and they don't have the power to just set things on fire with their mind. Which is to say, I think they can just cast pyrotechnics, which is a thing that just sets things on fire.
Like here's the other question: would an adult alone be able to take down Sandpoint? Would they need giants?
That's a great. Well, we don't know giants. Dragon hunters. Tap tap tap. Dragons.
No, what I mean is, would
If anything, we're closer to giant hunters than they are.
would an adult need help burning down Sandpoint?
An adult. Would an adult? This by the way is me actually like looking at the statutes. Let's see. An adult is huge. How strong is he? He could probably, yeah, an adult could probably crush a building in his hand. Like, just step on it.
Wait, does that mean that Noto could wrestle with it in his biggest form?
But here's the thing: the giants are probably being brought to clean up shop and also dig up the hell portal.
Oh, here we
It sounds
go.
like they were the first thing coming.
An adult dragon would have, like, a breath weapon of 50 feet with 12d10 fire, so that would probably burn down a whole place. Yeah, they probably wouldn't need help with that.
Yeah.
Then
So,
there's the part where their tail swipe could probably level buildings as well. Probably not one of those.
there you go.
Well, then it's probably a juvenile. It wouldn't be a young adult. They're close enough. Are they? They scrum up again. Sort of like, listen, this is professional work. Shillelagh is like that. This is what professionals look like when they're hyper specialized. They just huddle up every 5 minutes to discuss things in private.
Torvis gives a thumbs up to Shalalo because she's kind of into.
It would help to have more information, but we're going to assume that it's a young adult, which is bad. Young adults are dangerous. They have the tough magic-resistant hide, and they start building the spell resistance as well, which makes them really difficult to deal with. But their spellcaster's like, but luckily I have all the means to bypass their natural resistances to mortal magic.
He gets sniped.
Well, to be fair, that
That
is what usually happens, which is why that person doesn't dress like a wizard. It's gonna be quite something to take care of. Well, how aware is the dragon and the other people we're not gonna bother with you guys and the potential attack, the counterattack?
Probably not at all.
they're probably aware of us, but they probably don't know that we know this information.
Yeah, they probably don't know we'll be here.
When will they attack?
A
Tomorrow,
couple
the
days.
next day.
In a
We've estimated
weekish?
the next few days.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say the week.
Okay, you know what? We'll stick around and see if this dragon shows up. And if it does, leave it to us. And they're like, you sure we should just leave it to us? Because I think it'd be good if we had a little bit of a help. Fine. How about this? How about this? We'll take the full reward for the dragon, the payment that we are owed once our services have been rendered. In return, we'll take care of it. But if you happen to find some time after stopping those giants, we would appreciate it. How does that sound? Do you have any idea what building they would most likely target first? Since apparently they're planning to torch the place, or what was it?
The Glassworks.
Yeah.
Glassworks.
Glassworks is where they probably want to go.
Yeah, that might be their path. So
How well informed do you think they are about Sandpoint? By the way,
Fully.
yeah, good. Good to know that Claire actually paid attention because this is the same cult and they've been in town before.
Yeah,
They were infiltrating this town
This is-
over and over.
It has my Dr.
Okay, if that's the case, don't you think they would most likely go after the garrison or a place where the guards would be hanging out?
well, I mean, yeah,
Or
to
the
start with
chapel where the healer guy is.
I think we're going to go with the garrison. If it attacks anywhere else, well, that's on us.
Yeah, I guess they'll want to
I mean,
disable
you're
like.
the
In case the
town-
dragon, by the way, decides to attack your little defensive position, we'll give you a nice cheat sheet. Just don't let him burn up the cheat sheet.
will do.
I like these guys. Sort of remind me of someone, but I'm not sure who.
Gosh, it's been a bit since we got our hands on a good old-fashioned red dragon. And you see, like, the big, strong guy, like, cracks his knuckles. Oh, yeah. You still got that cannon spell. Just launch me straight in the air right in its gut, and I'll tear him down.
Wait, that's what I
Oh
was
god, you're Wolverine.
Oh my god.
I'll grab him by the wings, tie him up in a knot, and crash him straight through the buildings. And she's like, no, we don't crash people through the buildings. That hurts our income. Don't do that, you dummy. Goosh. Ezra, please do not goosh in public. Or is that supposed to be goose?
Nope, it's goosh.
Isn't goosing something to do with the butt? I don't know.
Nope,
It is.
nope, not the butt.
I mean, goose.
For the front, because she likes the idea of someone getting tossed into a dragon and taking it out from the inside.
No,
Aw, Ezra's in love.
no, he means like, you know how that giant guy shot straight in the air? Like, he gets shot into the air and grabs on the dragon's stomach and climbs over to the wings, Shadow Colossus style, and just wrestles those wings together so he can't fly anymore. Which is apparently a thing he's done.
See,
be-
I kind of just imagine it's like, this scene.
Hmm.
Just everyone throws him up and he just punches in the face and it dies.
Yeah, and this guy basically reminds me of the entirety of the Tale of the Dragonborn music video.
Dude, what the fuck? Melt stone. An ancient or older dragon can use its breath weapon to melt rock at a range of 100 feet, affecting a 5-foot radius area per age category. The area becomes lava with a depth of 1 foot. What the fuck?
Okay, that sounds safe.
Why? Why? You know what? No, I know why. Dungeons and Dragons.
Anyway, you're
So
given.
we'll be off-
Anyway, as I said, you're going to be given the lowdown on how red dragons work. I'll just give you the upfront right now. DR5 magic, spell resistance, immune to fire paralysis, sleep, vulnerable to cold, the expected stuff from a red dragon. There's the dragon senses, the seeing through smoke part they already told you. The frightful presence, don't get close. Also, don't get close because these things hurt like hell and they have the accuracy of a truck that barreling at you.
Your stuff.
I was about to say, are trucks accurate?
If a truck comes barreling at you at 120 miles an hour, you don't really have a lot of time to react, usually. Besides that, there's the part where it can crush you, the breath weapon. It can see invisibility, it's got a spell for that. They usually pick that one up. Resist energy, so it will probably try to offset its weakness to cold. There's the part where it will fly around and just, strafe. So, if it comes after you, they'll try to be there as soon as possible. Okay, sign. Just hold on.
Alright.
I'll
See,
just
Apparently
pass
your job's
water
gonna
on
be to
us.
shoot it.
I'll
Yeah.
get the fire hose ready.
yeah,
Oh, and try not to
see,
get grabbed.
I can just become giant.
That's, by the way, that's why I was asking about potions of flight, because of the grabbing.
I'm pretty sure you can get some at the shop around here. There've been a lot of windfalls around here lately.
Fear and flight, because yeah, the whole pick you up and drop you thing.
Question about stone giants.
Yes.
Are they resistant to like elemental damage?
Let me look up stone giants. Well, they're close enough to you that you would probably be able to guesstimate something. No. They don't have any particular elements for resistances. At least that last guy didn't seem like he cared any at all. So,
Okay.
stone giants are just big melee brutes. And they can throw rocks at you.
And apparently can just fly.
If they're,
Well, he
if
was
they're,
special.
yeah, he was a necromancer. He had magic.
Yeah, fair enough.
And let's be fair, Noto. Him flying was the greatest, combat advantage he gave to us.
And down.
The one thing you do remember is a stone giant can catch a rock with the greatest of ease. Like they will catch a rock if it's thrown at them.
All right, so no
Um,
throwing rocks at
They
them.
can also throw a rock accurately up to at least 180 feet. So they're artillery, basically, if they want to. You're not sure the town walls will hold up well. So maybe evacuating is a good idea.
Yeah, we might not want anyone on the battlements because the battlements will basically just get like chunked.
Unfortunately, he doesn't know if there's time to evacuate everyone in a week, or if people will even agree to that. You'll have to figure something out in the meantime. For now, we end and close the curtains on one scene. The fact is, the stone giants are coming. In the distance, their army reconvenes, reunites, and sets up their battle plan. How they will tackle the place as they know it. But will the place be as they know it? Or will their arrogance get the best of them? By the way, they're not particularly stupid. They're not ogres.
Wait,
Well,
can I challenge your leader to a one-on-one duel?
You can try when the time is there. Or you can look for them and get caught by yourself with your pants down,
Alright.
presumably.
Here's the plan. We burn down Sandpoint and make them believe that they already did it.
I think
Wait,
you
what if
just
we got
said they're
enough
not
mages together
stupid.
and we cast an illusion to make it look like it's all burned down? But it's not.
Listen,
if we got
what you
enough
need,
mazes-
what you want is Mirage Arcana.
I'm not that kind of magic dude.
There's probably even stronger versions of Mirage Arcana, actually, now that I think about it.
Wait, so we got a week. What if we just got everybody together and we push the town somewhere else?
Actually, we go with the most simple plan ever. We build a massive sign that says "Welcome to Rothgar," and
Welcome to Fort Rannick.
yeah, like, and the Giants look at it and go,
Throws them off
"Wait,"
so much.
because they're not stupid, but honestly, sometimes the simplest tricks are the best.
Maybe we can do a Blazing Saddles and build a fake town somewhere else that they'll go to.
Yeah, I was almost thinking we could do something with Foxglove Manor.
We would not have enough time, unfortunately, but that is a great idea.
They did that overnight, so don't give me your shit.
Yeah,
You
but
got
we
a
don't
good point.
have Andre the Giant. He was in there, right?
No,
No,
I was
no,
thinking of something
you're
else.
you're thinking
Princess
Thinking
Bride.
Princess Bride.
Princess
Can-
Bride, but they did have a big giant dude.
Can I just point out that there is an illusion spell called Subjective Reality, where you choose someone within range, and you are like, that person is an illusion. As in, they become transparent and create no sound or smell because they're an illusion to you. You can move through them as if they're an illusion. Their non-magical attacks cannot harm you. You're like, you're an illusion. You can't harm me. Na 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 na.
So wait, you have like an assassin, and he doesn't have a magic knife. He's like, you're not real.
Here we go. The
But
target's
yeah, you just-
non-damaging magical ability has 50% chance not to affect you. Immune to all its sonic language-dependent and scent-based attacks. However, your attacks do no damage either. So it's like, I listen, I don't want to deal with you right now. I'm gonna just move on. You can do what you want.
I go
I'm
to
gone.
sleep.
Just,
That is such a trolly thing to do. I do like that. Wow,
Wait,
imagine.
and,
Wait,
no, but I'm reading up on it. You know what's even better?
Hmm.
You can do it to forces.
what if we did that to the town? So
This
they come
would-
into this the town.
It's
and we
one
turned it-
object.
I
Oh.
love the idea of like you're being hit with a giant wind of evil, and you're like, this isn't real. It's like, oh.
Yeah, you just you look at them, you smile, you point to a switch that says on off, and you turn the town off.
Oh my god, you get an epic level caster and you go against a minor god. And the minor god's like, I'm gonna smite you. I don't
Atheism,
believe in you."
activate.
Atheism
I don't
activate.
believe in you, you can't hurt me.
That is-
Damn it. Yeah, no spell resistance and no saving throw.
Because it affects you, not them. You are making it for yourself.
Oh my god, Claire's stupid ass ability in Naruto.
Anyway, next time we're gonna see how this works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just turn this Varisian image off. Thank you.
God dang, dude, that's so fun. It's like
You also can't hurt it yourself. Your magical abilities do not affect it. You or the target can affect each other through intermediaries.